It's Week 10 of the NFL, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Eagles and the Commanders, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that it's a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We got a couple of teams who love to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
It's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you want to score points, it mostly comes through the air. So for these two kind of throwback offenses that rely so heavily on their running backs, for anybody that loves old-school power football, I think we're in for a treat.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the number one goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula.
And it's a positive start, a gain of 5 to get things going. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing right, it's taken in, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
I don't have any real advanced analysis for this one, Mike. I mean, I think the simplest way to categorize it is this possession has been a disaster.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. Now the return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year.
Mike, when we have a chance to talk to this quarterback's teammates, the word they always use is perfectionist, and it's pretty easy to see why. We had a chance to sit down with him the other day. One thing was very clear. He was not happy about having that blemish on the stat line, the interception. Now, it didn't change the outcome of the game, but it certainly prevented him from being able to really appreciate what he accomplished in last week's win. If that meeting is any indication of what we should expect, I think it's pretty safe to assume he's placing a big emphasis on protecting the ball over these next 4 quarters.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll throw out of the gun. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. And he will work his way down inside the 30. A pickup of 6. 3rd down. 3 to go. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. That one is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense are now ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They had the interception on that opening drive. It only led to a field goal, so 3-0 as the offense comes back out 1st and 10. To the ground, a 1st down run. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defense. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They motion a receiver right. They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Putting the tight end in motion. This one complete right side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back to the air one more time. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Washington. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. First and 10. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
To the right side here, pass is caught. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. 23 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Washington.
Pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a 2nd consecutive time.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
The Commanders set to kick this one away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down. They motion the slot man left. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got the hook up here. It is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now a give up the middle. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 7-3 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll get this out to the left flat. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Got a man here, complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. And the Eagles are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
The extra point, up and good. And the Eagles are on top. It's now 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. He is the NFL leader in rushing to this point in the season, so he's hoping to put together a solid second half to try to take home the title. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll try to hit him with a screen. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8.
At the Eagles' 32-yard line.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On second down, they run the counter. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
Brings up third and 1.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Commander's first down.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
At the Eagles' 7-yard line.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Point after try forthcoming. He gets it to go, and the Commanders are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Quick throw here is complete. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here comes 3rd and 6. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
15 yards through the air. Good for an Eagles first down.
A gain of 15.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
Here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really
in trouble, and down he goes.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball, that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Mahomes. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And it'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
First contact with the 18-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Back to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Now a give on the ground. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. 3rd and long. They'll send their tight end left. On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. We're about ready now for the punt. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in the home team. The Commanders are out on top as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in that one. Rashee Rice, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting LA Rams. 35-9, the final score. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. C.J. Stroud has thrown a touchdown pass.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. A safe kick taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
42-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
A run now on 2nd down. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Now this time they'll look to throw. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds for the first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll go with a run. Finding room to the 20. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Washington.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, And now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half.
The kick is good. Next to score, Commanders 34, Eagles 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Slot man in motion right. Mahomes now on second down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll go right and find his running back.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground, and he'll have a Commander's 1st down as he gets this one up past the 30. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Now a running play. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So, a couple of 1st downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. They'll stay on the ground. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 17-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. They send the tight end in motion. Here's a run. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score.
Dan Quinn wants a second opinion here, and he has
Previous
thrown
play
the
is under
challenge
review.
flag. They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down. So that challenge, a successful one. The extra point is good. And the Commanders will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Going right sideline and complete. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
First down, Eagles.
out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to tuck it and go. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll stick with him again. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down. Here's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Eagles going to send their field goal unit out. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Commanders' offense headed back to take over once more. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
This one complete right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. So 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. That one good for 26 yards.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The extra point is up and through. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Right back to the air from Mahomes. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Receiver in motion. Going right. A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yardage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Mahomes back. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket.
He is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain.
So you give up a touchdown on defense. The question is, how are you going to respond on the 2-point try? Well, respond did they ever? Big difference giving up 8 than there is giving up 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Washington.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this two-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
The tight end going in motion to the left. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. He'll come up now for second down and 4. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
So often we see a team that's milking a two-score lead get very conservative, especially in the fourth quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a two-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Tight end going in motion here. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. He'll try again here. It's second and 10. Throwing now, Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
the home team's offense. And their running back set to go once more. They're closing in on a 9th victory of the season, and they're going to start this drive here at 1st and 10. Man in motion, heading left. Now a run on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Oh, big hole left side. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. Right back to him on 1st down. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's a toss, right side. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Washington. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The extra point is good. And the Commanders are going to extend their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. He'll check this down to the running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it. Here's a 2nd and 12. Now, Mahomes. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. First down throw, Mahomes. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. Oh, yeah.
Illegal touching. Offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go. Not going to work out.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff here, up the middle, and that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. Motion man, set right. Up the middle they go. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. They stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. This one all but over. Here's 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Commanders' 1st down. The Commanders going to send out their field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Commanders will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one is zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. One last shot now for Mahomes. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Commanders. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.